Oops. And hello, welcome back to the stream. No, I don't want this. Today. Oh boy, yesterday I didn't get to stream again today. That was so exciting. Maybe I'll get a full 3-day week at some point in the future here. But anyway, today, importantly, we're not playing Neo. Now, why is this? I sat down. Was like, time to play Neo. And I realized I think I'm done with Neo. We did the one stream of post-game stuff, mostly just bosses. And by mostly bosses, it was what, 3 bosses? One I didn't even beat. The first one sucked, kind of. Not great. Second one was reasonably difficult. Nobunaga and Yukiona. It was a good boss, actually. Good double boss. Third boss, terrible. Awful. Garbage. Even worse than the first one. What can you do? But yeah, anyway, so the thing about a game in DLC is DLC or post-launch content, because sometimes it's not paid. Because DLC is downloadable content, obviously, so technically downloadable content doesn't have to be paid. So any DLC, whether paid or not paid, has to be really gripping, I think, to keep you after you felt you've concluded a game. Or it has to be integrated well into what already exists. So I was like thinking about this. I was like, well, what games have we played on stream that have had post-launch content that we played? So whenever I talk about something like this, I go to my YouTube where I upload all these streams, and I was like, all right, let's go through the list. So XCOM, Enemy Unknown, which had Enemy Within. Enemy Within DLC is integrated into the main experience. When you do the final mission of XCOM, it's the same. There might be some tweaks. I never played Enemy Within without Enemy Unknown, so there might be some tweaks I'm not aware of. But probably plus some enemy. I think I don't remember which enemy types are ones that were added in the DLC and which ones weren't. But yeah. So Enemy Within is integrated into the overall structure of the whole campaign. If you play Enemy within XCOM Enemy Unknown, it's not like, oh, here's like the really super distinct really odd side mission. Like it feels like it's just part of the experience. I think Exalt would be the one that kind of feels like it sticks out the most. But even then, if you're not thinking about it, you probably wouldn't even really notice. The next thing, Binding of Isaac Neverend is like the roguelike. It was constantly getting updated. It doesn't really update very much anymore. But what the Binding of Isaac had 3 major expansions. It was Afterbirth plus Repentance, plus minor updates here and there. Again, integrated into the main game pretty much, but it is a roguelike, so it's just more kind of the same. Shovel Knight's an interesting one because it was basically like, all right, here's this one game, here's another one. Oh, here's another one. Here's a third one, which is even longer than all the other ones. I'm like, okay. It's basically you're playing 4 games back to back to back. But they're also distinctive, even though they have the same skeleton, that they work together pretty well. No, I don't think Yakuza has. Do any Yakuza games have DLC? I doubt it, because they come out with the game so fast, it seems, that they're just like, all right, new ideas, new next game. Okay, actually, Half-Life 1. I know Half-Life 1 does have expansions. I don't know anything about them. I don't know if they're any good, because people don't really talk about the Half-Life 1 expansions that much. So I don't know. And then Half-Life 2 obviously has episode 1 and 2 on the back end of that. Hopefully episode 2 is better, because damn, Half-Life 2 was already not super interesting to me. Again, it's one of those games that I'm like, I understand why it's important. I understand why it was influential at the time. I feel like it's not very interesting in the modern day. Half-Life 2 episode 1 was like, it just feels nothing was added to this. So hopefully episode 2 is better, because oh boy. At least they're like kind of standalone enough that I've been able to treat them all as their own game. Arkham. I'm pretty sure, actually. So technically Arkham Asylum Okay, Arkham Asylum doesn't have anything. Arkham, I mean, there's the challenge stuff, and Arkham City has like the Catwoman stuff, but that was, I think, on launch content that came with like a special edition or whatever, and then you could either buy it as DLC later, or you just would have not played it on launch, and then like a year later it came out with the Game of the Year edition, which had the cow. So I don't think that was post-launch anything. I realized a bit after I played Origins, I made a mistake, and Origins did actually have like a Mr. Freeze DLC or something. I'm like, that crap, that's unfortunate, because I actually really do. If I'd known about that, I would have played it. Now, again, Origins did have the issue of it wasn't as I 100%ed insofar as not getting like achievements and stuff, but like within the main campaign. I got all the stuff in the main campaign for Asylum and City. I did not do that for Origins. Origins in-game 100% system didn't seem as effective of a draws for me, but I would have played the DLC for Origins if I actually knew about that being a thing. Okay, actually, I'm going through the list. Katana Zero. Isn't Katana Zero supposed to get a DLC one day at some point in the future? I'm pretty sure it's just been like gone. Like no one. That's like a real. We're just having a bit of pre-game discussion before we talk about Resident Evil. I'm suspecting we're gonna beat the game today, and it's probably gonna be done early, so this is probably worthwhile doing anyway. Katana Zero DLC. Is that ever coming out? Okay, wait, here. First thing is Game Informer posted on April 10th. After 6 years, Katana Zero's DLC, free DLC is almost ready. If I did the DLC for this game, I'd want to play through the whole game again, which it's not that long, so... Does it say when? This is like the shortest article known to man. Okay, here's an article from Vice. Okay, whatever. Apparently it's still coming. Oh, great, whatever. It wasn't out then. Who cares? Who cares? Dark Souls 1 and 2 both had DLC expansions. Now the Dark Souls DLCs, having played now 1 and 2 on stream, and having also played 3, just not on stream yet, so I know what the experience is like. All the Dark Souls DLCs are kind of like completely disconnected in every conceivable measure from the main game. But there's still more Dark Souls, and more Dark Souls is always good. So the Artorias Sedivus DLC is good. The 3 Dark Souls 2 DLCs are good. I mean, the Ice one has like the stupid place with the unicorns or whatever. It's terrible, but like it's just like a small section. So generally, the Ice DLC is pretty good. And the Dark Souls 3 DLCs are also very good. So, and I haven't played the Elden Ring DLC, so I don't know. Anyway, I don't think the Sultan Sanctuary game. There's 2 of them, right? There's the Sultan something else. Sultan's. It's another S word. Sultan salaciousness. Salt something. I don't think they have DLC. Or Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's another one that I think is pretty well integrated into the game. I mean, the Grim stuff is a little annoying to find if you don't know what you're looking for, but like if you're paying attention, you should. I think you will probably find. I think it's a cracked wall that you find it behind, and it's in the Howling Cliffs. I know where it is, but I forget if that wall is not noticeable at all, or if it is got the cracks in it. So if you're paying attention, if it's got the cracks in it, you should hopefully find it. The God Home DLC, I think, is like pretty much completely hidden because it's behind that wall in the waterways. Like it's in the corner of like that room towards the Fluke Marm. I think that one doesn't show any indication of anything being up there, so that was a little obtuse. And then like the other 2, the one that added the Hive Knight boss, which just really adds that to the Hive. And it was like mostly balance changes beyond that. And then there was the first one that added I think it was the White Defender and Great Prince Zote. Though the Great Prince Zote fight is pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure White Defender is a little less obvious, but if you're paying attention, you should probably hopefully find him. But again, generally pretty well integrated. Messenger DLC. Okay, the Messenger DLC actually had recollection. Kind of sucks. I recall not having a great time playing the Messenger DLC. And then the Sea of Star DLC, I didn't play it. It wasn't out when I played Sea of Stars, so. Hey, next one, and this is just as this is series as I started playing them. Resident Evil. yeah, I know the Resident Evil games get DLC later. We're not to those games yet, but we'll get there. Zelda, same kind of. Actually, is Breath of the Wild is the only game with DLC. I think, right? I mean, I think Hyrule Warriors has DLC. Or maybe it was just like extra content added with like the other editions that came out later. I know the original version came out on the Wii U, and then the 3DS version came out with more stuff, and then the Switch version came out with more stuff. So I don't know if any of that stuff was DLC. Whatever. Mega Man. I don't know. Do Mega Man games? And I've still only played Mega Man 1. Honestly, part of the reason I haven't played any more Mega Man games is because it's such a daunting series. Jesus Christ. I've only played the first of how many games are there when it comes to Mega Man? A lot. I don't know if any of those games have DLC, though. Fury. I'm pretty sure Fury doesn't have DLC. Cuphead. Yes, actually, well, Cuphead, we did play when the DLC came out. It's pretty standalone, but it's just not that long. I'm pretty sure it took barely any time at all for me to finish that. Final Fantasy, I think some of the more modern Final Fantasy games have some DLC, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Armored Core, I have no idea. Did Armored Core 6 get DLC? I have not paid attention. Dishonored, obviously. Dishonored 1 had DLC. 2 didn't, because it got DLC idea got turned into a full game, sort of, which is kind of like what happened with Silksong. But Dishonored 1's DLC is fantastic, really good. It's basically just like, do you really like Dishonored 1? Here's some more of Dishonored 1. All right, that works. And Dishonored works a lot better, too, because they think it's a lot better. I really did like, and real quick interlude here, I really did like Neo, but I feel like Neo didn't have as much of a like hook as like some other games. So the DLC wasn't as effective at keeping me. I also think there was like a problem with the fact that a lot of your information and enjoyment of the plot of Neo is predicated on the fact that you need to be aware of whatever time period you call that of Japan, where it's like immediately post Nobunaga's death. So like, again, I knew the name Nobunaga going into that because I was like, oh, he's like the most important guy ever in probably all of Japanese history. He gets brought up in a lot of video games too. Like there's a whole Nobunaga's Ambition series. Never played any of them, but I know they exist. But I knew his name going into it. I knew no other character from that. I was like, these people are... Oh, okay, there was the Black Samurai guy, who, again, was, I think, recently more brought up because of, like, the Assassin's Creed game, and people were, like, complaining about that because of course people are going to complain about that. But I did know about him before that. I just didn't have any idea where the hell in history he was. I was like, I knew there was a guy in Japan who was black and was a samurai. I'm like, all right, cool. That exists. Now, when he was in Japan, when he was alive, I had no idea. I just knew he was a dude. So when he shows up, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I've heard of this dude before. Didn't know his name. I still don't know his name. He did speak in English in the game, which was nice. I don't have any idea where he was from before Japan. So there's two characters I knew. And still very cursorily, I just knew of their existence. But yeah, so that's the problem with Neo. It's like I have no idea anything that is happening. Anyway, Kirby. I think didn't the Kirby game on the Switch that was 3D get a DLC recently? Actually, I think for the Switch 2 launch or something. I have no idea. Xeno. I know Xenoblade Chronicles 1. When we get to that, we'll have the future connected stuff that came with the Switch edition. I haven't played that before, but because I'd never played the Switch edition. And then I know 2 and 3 both have DLCs. I don't know if X does. Bioshock 1 didn't have DLC. Bioshock 2 does have DLC that I had never played before, but we didn't get to that because I basically lost a whole stream. That was good. Alien Isolation, I think actually does have DLC. I don't know why I didn't play it. I don't remember. Kingdom Rush. Okay, so actually Kingdom Rush does have post-content, release content, because all the side campaign stuff, except for I think like the first 1 or 2, like every Kingdom Rush game will release with like a post-campaign, like mini campaign or mission or something, and then the rest of them are release updates. And then starting with Vengeance, they started adding paid DLC. We will be getting to those, obviously, but of course we played through all the post-game content. 2D Mario. Never even finished Super Mario Bros. 3, but I don't do any 2D Mario games have DLC post game content? I mean, just getting like, well, there's like usually like secret levels or something, right? Fallout. Well, a series that is now owned by Bethesda. Does it have post game content? I wonder if it does. Yes, indeed. Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Not made by Bethesda, but it's still owned. But Fallout 3 and New Vegas and 4 and Fallout 76 all have stuff that were released post. I don't know if any of the. I presume all the Fallout 76 is paid DLC. I don't know if I ever want to play Fallout 76, but if we get there. Dungeons of the Endless, no, but the rest of the Endless games do. Outer Wilds did have a DLC. Not super well integrated. I mean, I guess I could have stumbled upon it before I beaten the game, but even when you do the DLC in Outer Wilds, it's not really well connected with anything else you're doing. Like, it explains some stuff, I guess. It's like, oh, here's reason that certain thing happened. Okay, good. Does it have any bearing on the rest of, like, actually doing the main purpose of the Outer Wilds? No, not really. Okay, well. Darkest Dungeon. Another really good example. I think indie games are better at usually this. Is another good example of really well integrated into the main content. Like, obviously, the Crimson Court stands out. And when you start a campaign, they're like, okay, by the way, Crimson Court, if you aren't aware of how the systems work, don't play with the Crimson Court on. They tell you to do that. Color of Madness you can kind of just ignore, so it's like, but they're like, please turn off Crimson Court if you don't know what you're doing. So it does stand out, but if you're playing with it, and you're just like, all right, we're gonna play with the Crimson Court, it integrates pretty. It's just like another area. It's a little hard. It's the hardest area of the game. The Countess. Wait, was her name the Countess or the Duchess? I think it was the Countess. Is the hardest boss in the game. I think we missed a couple bosses. I don't think we ever fought the shadow guy that you like turn off your torch and fight, if I recall correctly. But I'm pretty sure she's probably the hardest boss in the game. I recall that the big final boss, I was so much easier than the Countess. Soldiers. No. Chrono Trigger or Cross. I don't think Chrono Cross has post-game content. Chrono Trigger doesn't. I mean, I think there was content added to like the DS version or something. Maybe. It's always hard to talk about a game that gets released with like maybe one or two extra things in it. Civilization, yes. Civilization 5 has DLC, and Civilization 6 has DLC, and Civilization 7 will have DLC if it doesn't already. I have no idea. Man, I haven't played Civilization in a while, huh? Prey. It has that like other thing that's like a roguelike or something. But it's like distinctive enough that I don't think you'd play it in the same breath as the main game. Baldur's Gate. I don't think Baldur's Gate. Well, actually, no. Baldur's Gate 1 did a DLC, and it didn't work, so I didn't play it, which is funny. I think Baldur's Gate 2 also has an expansion, or 2, or something. Baldur's Gate 3, I don't think does, because it was so much work, and they're like, yeah, we can't do that again. Dorkwood. Didn't even finish that. I don't think it has anything. Cave Story. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything. Ender Lilies, nothing. System Shock, nothing. I don't think System Shock 2 has an expansion, but I'm not 100% on that. Dead Space 1, and I'm pretty sure Dead Space 3 has an expansion, from what I've heard. I don't know. But 1 didn't. And if it did, it would have been probably included in the base game. The Witcher. So The Witcher 3 has stuff. We will be definitely doing that when we get to The Witcher 3. Tunic, no. Star Wars Jedi, one of them's called Survivor, and one of them's called Fallen Order. I can't remember which one's the first and which one's the second. The first one didn't have anything. Control. Apparently it did have DLC, and I couldn't get it, which is unfortunate. I was actually kind of interested in playing that. Blasphemous. I said I would go back to Blasphemous. Man, that's looking less and less likely as the time goes on, huh? Mass Effect. Apparently Mass Effect 1 and 2 and 3, and I don't know about Andromeda, probably have DLC. I don't know what was DLC in Mass Effect 1, though, so... Aliens Dark Descent, not as far as I can tell. Neo, obviously, we did start the DLC, but now I'm not interested. And then Golden Sun, no. Okay, but anyway, you can see, like, honestly, a lot of games we have played don't have expansions or DLC or anything, but I'm generally well in... If it's integrated well, like Hollow Knight or... Darkest Dungeon or XCOM, if it's integrated into the game proper, it works really well in my opinion. If it's like Shovel Knight, or we did everything, all 4 campaigns. I'm like, it has to be, it really needs to stand on its own, like, and have already really gripped me really well in the base game to keep me going. So that's why like Shovel Knight works. That's why like Dishonored work great. Dishonored and Shovel Knights are examples of games I'd played before. But if like a good example of a game that I hadn't played before, if Dead Space 1 had expanded like extra stuff prior to me playing whoa, mind completely blank there for a second. If Dead Space had extra content for post game prior to me moving on to something else, I would 100% would have done. Dead Space is probably, the Dead Space remake is probably my favorite game that I've played on stream, that I've discovered since I started playing games on stream. Maybe probably followed by System Shock, maybe. I mean, I know definitely the top games are, or oh yeah, right, Aliens Dark Descent. The top games for me would be like System Shock, Aliens Dark Descent. What did I just say? Dead Space, System Shock, Aliens Dark Descent, Tunic, Outer Wilds. But like Outer Wilds and Tunic have the issue of like you can really never play them again. And then was there something I'm forgetting? Maybe not. I don't know. Again, Yakuza probably had the chance, but I wasn't. I really feel like I wasn't in, because again, when I was streaming Yakuza, I wasn't in the position where I was fully like committed to like actually kind of being consistent. Again, I'm kind of having issues with that right now, but I'm really interested in giving Yakuza more of a chance later when we get to Yakuza Kiwami 2. Was there something else I'm forgetting? Metal Gear was really good, but it doesn't quite hit that for me. Same with Fury. Armored Core, I'm suspecting will be really good eventually. The early games are fine. They're enjoyable enough, but they are the old Armored Core games, and they're very clunky. And then the 4 Xeno games, they haven't met my standards of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, unfortunately, but they're really good. So it's really Aliens Dark Descent, Dead Space, and probably System Shock are the top 3, with like Tunic and Outer Wilds being technically also there. But like, again, I wouldn't probably ever play those 2 games again. I can play Dead Space again. I can play Aliens Dark Descent again, and I can play System Shock again. But Tunic and Outer Wilds are like, okay, we gotta have to put these over here, and we can admire them for all time. But Tunic would be the more likely of the 2 that I could see playing again, because there is like still the boss element, but pretty much the entire end game of Tunic is nothing to do with bosses. So Outer Wilds is even worse in that regard, because Outer Wilds has nothing besides the puzzle element and the knowledge element. So you're kind of screwed. You can't really ever play Outer Wilds again. Again, Tunic has that, but only a little better, because most of the Tunic enjoyment is like, oh, interesting, this thing does this. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, with that all in mind, let's play some Resident Evil. It took me long enough. But yeah, it's an explanation, a long-winded explanation. Neo does not quite fit that category of me where the DLC is interesting enough to continue on with that journey for now. Again, apparently Neo 2 is a lot better, which is good, because I did enjoy Neo 1 enough to see it through. I did have enough interest in Neo 1 to do some post-game content. Not a lot, but some. And I am very interested in playing Neo 2, which apparently is better. And Neo 3 is coming out at some point, so we'll get there when we get there. Okay, yes. The cut. Wow, the whatever the way the music starts playing in this cutscene that's about to start. How does it? It was like doot 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 doot. Yeah, something. It goes something. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm expecting we beat this game today, right?
Resident Evil.
Hell, we might beat this game in like an hour, and I've been rambling for 30 minutes. Where 22? What were we even doing? The last thing was like some the water purification puzzle or whatever that was, moving the lines. It took a little minute. Again, it was an okay puzzle. I think, wasn't it? I first thought it was going to be another music puzzle, and I was like, no, it's actually not. I'm like, oh, thank God. So it still wasn't as bad as the stupid music puzzle, because the music, I don't like the music. Oh, we need to drop off the... Yeah, did I ever check? You know, whenever I start up a game after, you know, not playing it for a day or something, I always notice, did I ever check this cabinet? Okay, there, I guess there's something there. Where are we going? Over to the bottom right of this floor, probably. So this way then. But again, the next Resident Evil game is the one on the that came out on the Code Veronica, right? The one that came out on the Sega something. I can never tell you the difference. I might have said this before. Dreamcast, Master System, Genesis. Which one's which? I don't know. And my biggest blind spot in any gaming thing is anytime we start talking about Sega consoles, I'm like, it's something. The first one was the Sega... one of them, and then the second one was the Sega other one, and then the third one, the one that put them out of business, was the Sega the thing, the third one. And then there was also that handheld they had, which I'm pretty sure was just the first one, maybe, but handheld. Apparently it took a lot of batteries. I have no idea. But yeah, that's the next one, I'm pretty sure. And then after that is what, the Resident Evil 1 remake? That'd be good. Man, I did always say I wanted to go back and do the other campaign for Resident Evil 1. Again, I keep saying I want to do stuff, and do I have time to do that?
You're still wandering around.
Oh, hello. It's
Nikolai?
guy with terrible
So, you want to
Russian
get out of here
accent.
alone. Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived. Since I'll be the only one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
They want you eliminated for reasons of their own. The amount is modest, but there is a reward to be claimed upon the confirmation of your death.
That's great. Except I have no intention of contributing to your retirement fund.
Oh. I'm sure there was a boss. I said last time there was a boss probably down in this other room, but do we ever figure out? I mean, obviously Umbrella's whole shtick is they're what, like a pharmaceuticals company as like a front, but they're like really like a biological weapons like experimentation company or whatever. What, I don't know. Basically everything they make is completely uncontrollable as far as I can tell. But do you ever learn like anyone who controls the umbrella? Or I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just a greedy, faceless organization, I guess. Please insert a system disk. Okay. This would come in handy at some point. Okay, there's a boss in here, right? If there is, we might be dropping the save state in a second, because we have to go through a cutscene and bullshit before we...
Proceeding with operation in treatment room. Please evacuate immediately.
Oh? Maybe not a boss? Maybe like we have to solve a puzzle? Or, never mind, it's fucking... What's his name again? Hello! I guess we're under a timer to beat this guy. So what, you want me to dodge? How do I dodge? Okay, I think it's... Can I... Okay, that's... I thought it was like, you need to dodge his attack so that you can... You have to like, shoot the thing? Okay. Hold on. Too tight to turn. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, I do guess I do shoot it. Okay. Alright, well, I should be able to probably do this with just a pistol, huh? Whoops. Anyway, let's, yes, oh, this is not what I meant to hit. Let's, let us drop a save state there, though. Because, man, that's a long sequence to get to the boss fight, Jesus. Because it starts like a 4-minute clock, and it says, you're not going to be able to do anything still for 30 seconds because we got to play this 30-second cutscene of Nemesis popping out and going, stars, jump over you, swipe, move, swipe, hit the acid. Acid does a thing. And then eventually, unless you control your character, but no, it takes a while. I guess I don't need the key, but I'm hoping the pistol works. I mean, the shotgun does, so if we have to use the shotgun, we're gonna, again, have dropped a save point, so save state, whatever. Again, I really only feel comfortable. I don't like using save states, but I feel comfortable using them like I've just saved, and we're playing a game like this where it is nice kind of circumnavigating a clunky aspect of old games like this where they take a long time doing things that really don't need to be taken a long time for. There are benefits to modern gaming. Yeah. Hello. Alright, you're dead. Yep. Alright, I forget. Did it... Actually, there's no reason to drop a save state yet, because even... I think this forced me into walking into the door right away, but we gotta sit through the whole damn cutscene again anyway. Okay, I'm gonna... Stars. Okay, you're annoying. Why did that one not work? My God. Okay, this is a little more... There's only one work at a time. Oh, interesting. I've never seen that animation before. Yeah, it does seem like it takes a while for the big meat man to kill small little Jill. Maybe I should use the shotgun because, you know, it presumably has an AoE of some kind. Did that work? Clearly not. How injured am I? Not injured enough yet. Nope. Oh, wait, apparently I was. Wow, okay. This is something. Stars. Oh, that didn't hit it, because of course it didn't. please hit the damn fucking lever? Like, is it hitting him instead? Is that the problem? Oh my god! I think we have to use the shotgun pretty much. I did choose a pretty good spot to save the state, though. That didn't do anything, huh? Oh, and then that also didn't get him. All right, yeah, sure. And now I'm dead. All right, well. You know what? I get it. No, of course not. No, hit the... Oh, he's smart enough to... That didn't hit it. That didn't hit it. All right, well. Excuse me. Nope, wrong one. This is just like the stupid the fight in the clock outside the clock tower all over again, except this time it's... That didn't hit him. Okay, I'm gonna... How is this not hitting anything? Oh, I heard it that time. Oh, wait, there's more. Interesting. Hopefully we don't only do this 2 times, because this sucks. Though it is a video game, that makes sense we need to do it 3 times. Is he slower now? Alright, we wasted a shit ton of shotgun ammo there and took a lot of damage. I don't want to do that again. But I will. But real quick, I will also do this. I just need to hit him 1 time, and then he becomes substantially slower. It's the first time that is the biggest issue, clearly. No, no, you fucking bastard. I like... Okay, hold on. Of course that didn't hit, because why would it? Never taken that much damage yet, though. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, no, I'm dead. Well. Yes. Please get him, please get him, please get him, please get him, please get him. No, you... No, no, I think that... Oh, yeah, okay. We're good. Then we use this. And now we should hopefully be able to get him easily. Please say yes. Is he blind? Ah, shit. Okay, stop. Stop. Oh my god, what is happening? In the end, it all just went to shit again. Incredible. It's just, oh my god, these levers are the... So I think, did I even do even worse? No, I think I have some ammo still, which is... Versus 0 ammo. God, this fight... Man, Nemesis is the worst part of Resident Evil Nemesis, isn't it? Isn't he? I do not like this big, grumpy monster. Real quick, by the way, is there anything on him? No. All right, do I have to get further away, or is this good enough? Good enough, I guess.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Oh. To where? Are we at the end of the game? Is this the final sequence? Man, I thought we were a little further away than that. Okay. Nope. I don't have any health. this is the final sequence, then ammo should no longer be a concern at all. Which means we might want to arm ourselves as best as we can. Which means the grenade launcher. How damaged are we? Caution. Well, we're low on shotgun ammo anyway. Not really, but you know what I mean. Do we have any more first aid spray? No. Where's that grenade launcher? And the Magnum. Do I need the facility key still? I have no idea. Okay, how many? We've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green herbs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 red herbs. I'm gonna do this. I just have another green herb here. Okay, alright. You're going in, you're going in. Okay, I need to read up on how this works again. Game instruction. I feel like acid rounds would be a nice combination of items to make. Grenade acid rounds. B plus C. So it's gonna cost me 2 Bs. I give you 10. I give you 10 rounds of grenade acid. All right, I will not complain about that. I need. It does mean that A is kind of useless. And then the question is real quick. How much B do I have? I want to make some Magnum. Okay, we actually have quite a bit. Or B. And then we need plus B. $24? We get 12. Okay, you know, I was this whole time thinking like we're gonna combine, we're gonna get sit. Gunpowder's got me. It's like, don't worry. When you combine, you will get tons of ammunition. I'm like, okay, you know what? Appreciate that. All right, so in that case, we can make. Do we have enough? We can make some more mag. We can just go fucking wild with the Magnum if we wanted to. Oh wait, whoops. It is a bit of a tedious. I mean, I could be doing this more efficiently if I drop some stuff off from my inventory, but whatever. we're here anyway. All right, I would say we have a fair number of Magnum rounds and acid rounds now. And then, if we have 2 more Bs, I'd like, how much? Oh, we have exactly 2 more Bs? All right, that works out because we actually can just make 1 more acid rounds then. Sure, all right, that'll work. Throw this back in there. Nice, and then we have the regular grenade launcher rounds to start off with anyway. And we do need to save real quick. The question is, Here, equip the grenade launcher. This is gonna be our primary weapon for the time being. Should I bring more health with me? I don't know. Here. I think we're fine for now. Well, we just armed ourselves to the teeth. And this thing's still, what does it say? Hard key reader. Okay, and this takes me to what? Just a room that might not even have anything in it, but we're going down to check anyway? Grenade, just regular old grenade rounds? I mean, I guess we could roll with regular grenade rounds for a little while longer then. Wait, so what? Okay, hold on then. Does this door over here? I like to drop off this key card if I can. What does this say? Okay. No, fantastic. You wish the grenade launcher would shoot a little. Oh wait, you're not dead. And you're also not dead because you're a bastard. For some green herbs. I kind of really want to take. Hold on. Well, actually, if we're going back this way real quick, I might as well grab the green herbs because we can carry them. I think I want to carry a green herb with us as well, a regular green herb, not a combined herb or anything. Oh, I did not mean to hit that. Go. I can't believe the grenade launcher just isn't what. Maybe I guess those are super zombies and not actual zombies, so. And what can you do? There's nothing else down here. What is this? Those look like a security looking door. I don't know, this plastic card could fit. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can work with that. I think we should just save again. I've done some preparation. Honestly, we did take a little bit of damage from the zombies. So throw that on there. We have a rocket launcher now. Okay, so now that we have a rocket launcher, I'm fairly convinced we're about to beat this game. So... I'm gonna have to find something else to play for the rest of the stream, because I'm not gonna end the stream this early. Alright, let's go. I mean, honestly, it's probably... Just do this. Who cares? We're about to probably fight the final boss, and we'll just blast them with whatever we have. We have the rocket launcher, should be good enough. Honestly, the rocket launcher might be able to do the work on its own.
Jill, where are you? If you can hear this transmission, respond immediately.
Maybe I've left already.
I'm here. What's up?
I got us a ride. The chopper engines are running and ready to go.
I'm just gonna get
On my way.
blown up this time.
The city's about to become ground zero. Hurry up! And don't forget to take that device with you.
What does it do?
That device tracks the distance of the approaching missile. Make sure you bring it with you.
How would you know that's
Now
here?
listen to me. Don't give up. We're both gonna survive this. Just get over here.
Radar receiver. Gotta get the radar. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, I was just... Okay, more magnet rounds. Okay, sure. Yes, I will 100% take that. Anything else around here? I was just clicking because that's... It's second nature to click. Click on everything. Well, no, I'm not clicking. Press the button on it. Press search on everything. Got any more magnet rounds? There's like a cabinet thing over here. Alright, whatever.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Warning. Missile attack confirmed.
I might want to drop another save state here so we don't have to go through this again.
Level D. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Okay, I think this would be a good spot to... I think, so it's gonna be like, this is a timer. It's not actually a timer, but it's a timer. There we go. Oh, there's a box here. Hold on. Beautiful. Love to see it. Hey, piss off. Just insta pop the head of the zombie. Good stuff. Now what? There's a thing here. Classified photo file. It might feel it to these Celsius? Probably Paracelsus. These are Paracelsus sword and actual fighting. However, in order to acquire the G-Virus and the rails developed, will be a great help to us. Power of the Railkin is that Railkin. Railkin, is that how we're gonna kill the final boss? It's satisfactory, but please note that still having few remaining problems trying to division to find apart. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's the right way. It's not Nemesis. It looks. It's a different one. Power distribution is not working now. Version user is not working now.
Checking system. Checking data. Warning. There is not enough power to activate the system.
3. 2? Or if what if we go hit 1? Can I push it or something? Oh, interesting.
Battery connected.
Yeah. Oh, you're like eating the flesh of the other fella? Oh, you're kind of big now. It should be running away time now, Jill. Got stuck in a bit on the brain there. Yeah, shut up. We don't have infinite time here.
Rail cannon has been activated. Executing quick charge program. Prepare yourself. Fire.
What, do I have to get him to stand in front? Over here, big guy. Come on. Hopefully it's a case where, like, it will fire as soon as it... Ow. Come on. Oh, perfect. Yes. Stay right there. Or, wait. Wait, stay right there. Stay sure. I think I have to keep luring him back this way. Back this way. I'm gonna... Oh.
3, 2, 1, fire.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the first... I don't even know if the first shot was able to hit, but it made the hole, and then you get him in the hole, and then you go back and forth, back and forth. It worked.
Warning. System overheating. Enter cooldown mode.
That's fine. You did your job. Thank you. Alright, you're dead. Again. Is he actually dead this time? Probably not. Oh, jeez. A choice. Exterminate the monster? Alright, yeah, get it. You're gonna get exploded. Oh, I'm not even controlling this. She's just executing it.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Yeah, you have to have run out of biomass to heal yourself by now, right? What's the rocket launcher for even then? Maybe you could stun him when he's in his big form. Hold on. An elevator control panel. Will you operate it? Sure, let's go meet up with Claire and Leon on their super train that's getting exploded out of the tunnel. That'll work.
Jill! Over here!
Okay, once again, I think I was grossly over-prepared for the final encounter. I was like, here are 30 rounds of
I
ammo.
guess we're all set.
All right then, we're out of here.
Damn, this game is just like gives you all this gunpowder.
Oh, no.
I basically never
It's
used
here.
any of it. And okay, I guess I could have used it.
Time to go.
I'm just very cautious.
That's it. I've had it. This time they've gone too far.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Sure. Yes, great. Okay, that's that. That didn't take that long. Again, grossly over-prepared for...
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme
No,
situation.
yeah, I agree.
Since,
I mean, nuking the city was the right call.
based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark.
Ah,
Our hearts go out to
a
those
West
poor
Coast city in the
civilians
United States
of Raccoon City.
in the 90s. 100,000. I think the number would be a lot higher than that. Granted, most of them would have been dead to the zombies. I don't think there were many living people left in Raccoon by the time this goes off. Nuke would have killed some living people, mostly zombies though. So sure, whatever. The nuke was really just there to be like, all right, a couple of humans who are in there, sorry, you're dead, but we gotta kill you because we can't let the zombies get out. It'd be terrible. But no, millions died. Millions died in Raccoon City. What are you talking about? Like, here, let's, I'm gonna, while the credits are playing, I'm gonna go to Google Maps. And I'm gonna go to, because again, presumably this is like Raccoon City's supposed to take place in like California or something. So I'm just gonna pick out a city that's not like one of the big cities in California, right? I don't think it, how about like, it still needs to be a city though. Like, we'll be able to compare it to like Sacramento maybe. I mean, I know that is one of the bigger cities. I mean, I guess, so it seems like Raccoon City was supposed to be a relatively big city. So let's see, not Los Angeles, not San Francisco. How about Sacramento? Okay, what is the population of Sacramento? Population of Sacramento is... Oh, okay, it's actually not as much as I would have thought. 526,000 doesn't even hit a million. Okay, it would still be bigger than 100,000 then. I don't know if it'd be possible to... I mean, of course, there's also like... well, I guess there is the fact that, like, technically, this is... There's like Sacramento versus Sacramento County. Whatever. Okay, so this game, Resident Evil 3. The credits are done already? Jeez, okay. I do, again, I have stated before, I liked Resident Evil 1, I like the Resident Evil 2, and I've also liked Resident Evil 3. I like this old style of game, like the tank controls. They can be a bit cumbersome, but like they're good, they're fine. I enjoy the experience. It wasn't as good as 2. 2 was better. Well, fuck you too. 2 is better. I'm pretty sure that's actually a pretty common consensus. You can play the extra game. What is that? Epilogue. Okay, well, hold on. President. Sure. Nemesis. Okay, wait. Do you want me to hit something here? Yeah, okay. The mercenaries? Hold on. Is a Monopoly minigame where you unlock like the main game. Once it follows 3 UBSCS soldiers from the story through Arkansas as they kill zombies and other creatures for points. Oh, it's like okay, it's a mini game. Just kill things. Okay.
Resident Evil.
Well, that's good, I guess. I don't know how much I care. Right. Sure, whatever. Anyway, yeah, with that, we're done with Resident Evil 2. It's good. It's a good game. I like this game. Nemesis kind of sucked, though. It was more annoying than interesting. Like, I guess it's because of my kind of idea to how, like, the Alien and Alien Isolation worked, except for the Alien and Alien Isolation is good, and Nemesis is... I mean, he's not terrible sometimes, and then sometimes he is absolutely terrible. Fighting him... The clock tower was not good. Fighting, so he had like forms, I guess. Like, there's the first form, which you destroy in the clock tower, and then he had like the more tentacly form, which you fought with the levers with the acid. And there was the third form, which was the big thing that was big and did big things that you railgunned to death. So the big railgun thing, it was more of a cutscene boss fight. It was like we weren't really fighting it. We were just hit the button, run away, sure. The second form and the first form. Now, granted, we didn't see the second form very much at all. The first form was terrible when you had to fight him. Dear God, he's too fast. He's far too fast. And there's the dodge button. I could not figure out how the dodge worked consistently. It's like hold R, or press R at the right time and it dodges, but then like how, like, the problem with this game is you could dodge, then what? You just keep dodging? You could, I suppose theoretically you could dodge forever, but like, can you get away? Probably not. You're too slow. Can you shoot him? No, because by the time you shoot him, he's gonna heavy hit you again. He's got fucking super armor. So the first form was terrible. The first one was garbage. The second form wasn't that bad technically because we didn't see him that much, and like his boss fight was pretty slow. It was just annoying to hit the levers. And then I just wanted to be a perfectionist about it, obviously. And then again, the third form was a cutscene. Who cares? Whatever. It doesn't matter. First form Nemesis, didn't like that guy. Was not very interesting. So... Oh, well. But yeah, this game was so good. I liked it. 2 was better, though. 2 was better. I liked 2. 1 was probably better, maybe. So that one I'm a little less confident about. Well, maybe. I don't know. But 2 was better. So the next one of these games is, again, Code Veronica, right? That'll be fun, hopefully. I think it's in the same style as these, but a little probably better, more graphically advanced, because the Sega something was, I think, a little bit more graphically advanced than the PS1. And it's Resident Evil 4, the one everyone's just like, oh my god, Resident Evil 4 is like the greatest game ever made. I'm like, well, we'll see. Especially since we're playing the original one first. Anyway, with that, we're going to be cutting this stream off here, but we are going to be playing another game because I spent the first 30 minutes of the stream rambling, and then it only took us about 50 minutes then to beat this. So we still got an hour and 40-ish minutes left. So I know what I'm going to do. We're going to do something that I've been meaning to do for a while now. But anyway, let me stop the recording here.